Am I the only one that got Kingsman vibes out of this movie? No? Yeah? Okay. G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra was released in 2009 and was directed by Stephen Sommers. A group of spies set out to stop an evil group who want to rule the world. So, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, I never saw the film before. I was requested to review it by Mitchell Sorinki. So thanks for the request. I think he said he enjoys the movie a lot, and good for him. More power to you, buddy. I'm glad to hear you enjoy it. But for me, sorry to say, but I sadly couldn't get into it. For me, the story was pretty confusing and didn't really make a whole lot of sense at times, and it was pretty hard to follow, and as a result it just led into a very confusing plot and a hard plot to follow, and I just I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into the story. I couldn't get invested to the story. I just couldn't be I just couldn't get invested, and I'm sorry. It just didn't do it for me. I just thought the story was kind of nothing really. For me the problem really is that it feels like a sequel. When the movie opens up, you're just thrown into a film, and it doesn't really feel like a beginning of a series. Like, I believe there's two of these. The sequel came out 2013, so I haven't seen the sequel as I can't judge it. I can't judge a film without watching it. But I've seen the first one, which I just finished watching. I just think it's alright. It's just kind of a nothing story really. It's just pretty confusing and just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's not a terrible story, far from it. There's a lot to like. As I said, the movie reminded me so much of the Kingsman films, especially the original. I just feel the concept of the spies was similar, and the structure of the film was similar, and the action and the locations were so similar to the Kingsman films. Am I the only one that got that vibe? I don't know. The acting is actually really great. I have to give the film credit. The acting is excellent. I think everyone did a great job performing the roles, and the acting is really, really good. It's very excellent. It's well acted. The action's pretty decent. It's got some pretty solid action for the most part. And the special effects and the CGI have actually held up very well for a movie that came out 11 years ago. The characters are nothing for me, honestly. I don't have much to say about them. They just exist for the story, and I really couldn't get into them. The music was meh. It's okay, but not really all that great. Overall, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra is okay. It has a pretty difficult story to follow, bland characters, but it has some great acting, special effects, and some decent action. I'm gonna give G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra a 6 out of 10. So yeah, sorry Mitchell, I just couldn't enjoy this film. But if you guys like it, that's fine, awesome. I just didn't, it just didn't do it for me. But it's not a terrible film. There's a lot to like, it's well acted, but just didn't do it for me. It just didn't do it for me. So, what do you guys think of G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra? Have you guys seen it before? Do you like it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time for the next review. And until then, guys, skadoosh everyone and take care.